Welcome to the weekly recap. I'm Matt Wacker. Time to meet the new managing editor of the Rolla Daily News. John Buckner lived and worked in Rolla during the early 1980s, and now he's back to exercise his appreciation for newsprint. Here's Leanne Mentink with the interview.
John, I understand you have a history in the Rolla area. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, I worked for the Missouri Department of Conservation back from 80 to close to 85, but I was in Rolla from till 1982, and I worked with the Forest Wildlife Branch, and we were located out at the Rolla Fire Tower just off Highway Y. Loved Rolla. It was a great town to live in. Actually, there wasn't a whole lot to do at that time. There's much more to do now, and I was pleasantly surprised with the area. It just seems to be, I don't know about booming, but certainly seems to be economically healthy, much more so than back in the 80s. So.
And you also have family ties in the area as well, is right?
Family ties as far as in Missouri. I was raised on a beef cattle farm in Mexico. I'm fourth generation, and so we still have our farm up there, and I'll be traveling back there occasionally to kind of manage the farm back and forth. So
in terms of the Rolla Daily News, what is your editing style, and what can readers expect to see that might be a little bit different?
Journalism comes with, whether you want to call it baggage or not, comes with a strong sense of tradition. And I would like to keep some of that tradition, but I had a entertainment weekly tabloid for a while, several years, and I wrote a lot in first person. And I think that with so many different types of media today, the attention spans are scattered and much shorter. You've got to write in a kind of a light and lively style to get people interested. And I would like to do some first-person stuff because I want to talk directly to the reader more than just the boom, boom, boom reporting style. So, we're bombarded by news 24/7. I think the key, though, and Rolla Daily News is owned by Gatehouse Media, they realize the value of local news. And we want to keep this, obviously, a local paper with local aspect, local focus. And, I'm always inspired, particularly in Rolla. This is something special, I think, to this town. There are so many organizations and people that are trying to do good things all over, in all different phases of what community means. And I love to get pictures from school. I love to get pictures from the police department that show why they're policemen. We're going to start doing some features there. I visited with the fire chief last week and the city administrator. Great people, all of them. And, a town is only as good as the quality of the people that are kind of, I'm not going to say in charge, but that are kind of running the town, organizing. And the beauty of all of it is that they work well together. And that's real important.
Thank you for that. So, finally, what are the top 3 things that people need to know about John Buckner?
The first thing would be that I'm very approachable, and I want you to approach me because I'm always looking for story ideas. Second is I'm a musician. I've got music in my heart, and doesn't mean I want to get out and necessarily play music with people, but there's some good bands in the area, and I'm interested in getting out and hearing the whole variety from bluegrass to rock and roll. And I guess the third thing is I've got so many interests. I'm all over the board. I'm interested in everything from wildlife, the beautiful recreation areas around Rolla and the surrounding communities, to some of the nightlife, to food, to gardening, landscaping. We have somebody that writes a column on that, and I'm interested in meeting her. And so I love a good conversation.
John, how's it going?
Good, Paul.
All right, you fitting in here all right?
I think so.
All righty, we're going to make deadline tonight, right?
Always.
All right, sounds good.
Hi, Paul. Paul Hackbarth, who is now the managing editor at the News Leader Journal in St. James. John, good to talk with you. Paul, back to you, Matt.
A nice changing of the guard shot between Paul and John. Thanks, Leanne. The Missouri Department of Economic Development recently announced that Howe County is now a certified work-ready community. This designation is part of an economic initiative to align workforce training programs with actual development needs in a community. As a result, certifications and two-year degrees are being designed to match skills needed by current and future employers in Missouri. The CWRC initiative will be further served by the completion of the Missouri State University West Plains' new Greater Ozarks Center of Advanced Technology, a new school building that will have about 16,000 square feet of space. We'll have more on this story down the road. A high-speed pursuit on Interstate 44 ended with an arrest. This story begins with a report of shoplifting in Sullivan. Area police gave chase to a black Mustang driven by a 42-year-old man from St. Louis. The driver eluded those officers but was later spotted by the Crawford County Sheriff's Department, leading to another chase through Phelps and Pulaski counties. Law enforcement stopped the Mustang near Waynesville High School. Several other law enforcement agencies assisted, ensuring no danger to the public. A check of the Mustang's VIN number revealed that it was stolen from Memphis. The driver was placed in the Crawford County Jail. 44-year-old Jonathan Latham is being held on charges of felony arson and property damage. Authorities say the Gainesville man used a bulldozer to destroy a mobile home, then pushed a tractor into the aftermath and set it on fire. No motive for the act was given by the Sheriff's Department. However, the home and tractor were both part of an estate belonging to the late Jerry Wayne Latham, suggesting some sort of family feud. Latham was on probation for an incident in 2015 in which he drove a bulldozer into a utility pole, causing major damage and a power outage. Latham is being held in the Ozark County Jail on no bond. The Missouri S&T Mars rover design team revealed their 2016 model in a ceremony held on campus April 15th. Leanne Minting caught up with the team's CEO, student Alyssa McCarthy.
Alyssa, tell me about the process of designing the Mars rover.
Okay, so we start with kind of requirements. So what do we actually need it to do? From there we'll go into a design phase. We'll design and redesign until it's where we think we want it. And then we'll go into proof of concept, prototyping, and finally integration. So putting all of the parts together once it's all been fabricated. And then after that we go pretty much into the testing phase, which is where we're at now. So we just keep on testing, making sure everything's working. We'll pretty much be in that phase right up until competition.
Okay, which is in June. And I understand the Horizon, which was the last year's model, was 5th internationally. How do you think the Zenith is going to compete this year?
We're really hopeful. We've fixed a lot of the core issues of Horizon, kind of the things that dropped us maybe from 1st to 5th. So I don't want to jinx it, but we're really hopeful and we're excited.
What's the importance of this project?
So this project is important for a couple of reasons. Missouri S&T is a great school, but to get that hands-on experience outside of the classroom is absolutely incredible. All of these students are working on a real engineering project while they're still in school. So when we get jobs or internships, we're able to take that experience and apply it. Also, it's just a great group of people. It's so much fun to get to work on this project. It's a hobby and something that's helping us in our future, so you can't really argue with that.
That's great. Thank you, Alyssa. No problem. Matt, back to you.
The team will compete in June at the Mars Society's 2016 University Rover Challenge in Utah. More from the university as the school has opened a second solar housing complex. Known as the Eco Village, this complex currently features 2 solar decathlon entries, the 2013 Chameleon House and the 2015 Nest Home. The site has room for 4 more houses. The Eco Village sits across 10th Street from the first solar housing complex, the Solar Village, which features 4 previous decathlon entries, a microgrid energy management system, and an electric vehicle charger. Missouri S&T has built 6 solar houses total, more than any other university. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, 54-year-old Brenda Eisman of Lebanon was injured in an ATV accident on April 18th. Authorities say her 3-year-old grandson was allowed to operate the vehicle, which accelerated and overturned. Brenda Eisman suffered moderate injuries and was transported to Lake Ozark for treatment. Neither rider was wearing a helmet. Reverend Joey Height has passed away. Height was the volunteer chaplain for the West Plains Police and Fire Departments. He was a consistent source of comfort for all those affected by tragedy. Height also pastored the Calvary Pentecostal Tabernacle in West Plains since 1991. A prominent member of the community, he will be missed. A child's wish came true on April 10th. 8-year-old Joey of Waynesville was honored in a ceremony hosted by Missouri S&T, the City of Rolla, and the Missouri branch of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Joey was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2014 and told the foundation that he would like to go to Disney World. In addition to having his wish granted, Joey was made an honorary member of the Missouri S&T baseball team, threw a ceremonial first pitch, and given season passes to minor sporting events. Joey also received a football signed by Eric Berry of the Kansas City Chiefs, who was also diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2014. Last year, Missouri S&T raised more money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation than any other team in the Great Lakes Valley Conference. Finally, some great video as the green flag went down on the weekly championship series from Lucas Oil Speedway over the weekend. You're seeing the first of 13 events that will decide a new dirt track champion. Races will run through the end of August. That's all for now. From all of us here at the Weekly Recap, I'm Matt Wacker. Thanks for watching.